planning might feel done until something unexpected pops up. Small details always show up late in the process. That's why having support matters.
We all know things don't go as planned, right? So sometimes, people still need to do some small details like getting their wedding day jewelry or their shoes. Realistically, if the planning goes well, you should only need to be filling in a couple minor details in that 2-month period.
What would you do when last-minute details come up? Find out in the full video with Kayla McCoy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, your couples aren't waiting until 2 months before to start planning. They would have done things on their own prior to that. So what is some of the things they had to do on their own as a DIY? That what do they still have to do prior to you coming on board?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay. Sorry if I did not explain the answer to the question fully.
It's all good.
So in terms of what they still need to do, so you're absolutely right that they are, doing all the planning, unless they hire me for planning, but most of my couples right now hire me for coordination. So they are handling all the planning up until that 2-month mark, until I step in. In that time, though, from that, whenever they hire me to that 2 months, they do have me like on what I call like standby or speed dial, or anything, sort of a quick connection-based mechanism like that. And so they can feel free to shoot me an email and say, I'm having, a little bit of difficulty with this person. They can ask me for recommendations. I can send emails for them, if they need help, trying to figure out what time that their makeup needs to be done earlier than that, period. Anything like that, I'm, always available for them after they hire me. So in terms of, to go back to the original question of what do they still need to be done? So typically what they still need to do is finish up any of their DIY decor, get all their wedding party on the same page and communicate that information to them if they haven't already, communicate, when the rehearsal dinner is happening, what times they need to be and where, and then at the rehearsal, we'll go over all that. And they shouldn't realistically have too much to do outside of that. But like we all know, things don't go as planned, right? So sometimes, people still need to do some small details like getting their wedding day jewelry or their shoes, or filling in a little bit more details about their personal attire, whatever they're wearing. I actually had a couple who 1 month away had not sent their invitations yet. So that was something that one of my couples still needed to do. So really anything could be needing to be done. But realistically, if the planning goes well, you should only need to be filling in a couple minor details in that 2-month period. Pretty much everything should be done. And that's the way that I like to work, is everything is done. So now we can focus on the smaller things, filling in the details, and getting ready for day of.